What up, guys? So my brother sent me this video that apparently is it's not just another Norm Macdonald and David Letterman compilation, but something special with his special coming out soon, where I want to check it out. So thanks, Nick, for sending this over. Norm, we miss you. Yeah, death is a crazy, sobering thing. So here we go. Let's check it out. I'm going to make sure that the link for this video is here in the bottom because, I mean, I took a quick look at the comments and people are loving this thing. Thankfully, the video has almost 500,000 views. I'm going to make sure that the link is down there so that you guys can all make sure you go watch it from Sola174 directly as well. Give it a like, all of that. Let's make sure Sola gets credit here. So let's check this out, man. It's awesome to see how many Norm fans there are.
Exciting. This man began his television stand-up debut with us 25 years ago.
Didn't know that.
My dream was to get on the David Letterman show. I was a guy who grew up with David Letterman. It turned out I was a Dave comic.
Do you remember your first set on
Yeah, I
Letterman?
remember that. Long time ago.
What is this interview from? When is this one from?
I actually watched you not watch your first Letterman on television. You were on your bed, face down, with your hands hiding your eyes for the ententire time.
Like he had these other two guests on wherever they were, and then he had me, you know.
George Wendt is on the program tonight.
This is awesome.
But the reason you're all, you know, showing up, Norm Macdonald is with us.
In addition to George Wendt, Norm Macdonald. You mean?
Dude, that's how he used to look like. Oh my gosh. Yeah, when he just got rid of the hair, he looks like Larry David. He can just play the piano. Amazing.
The comic from Canada. Yeah, the comic from Canada. Norm Macdonald. You know,
And he said that like 6 times. I was like, oh my God. Like,
yet to come on the show tonight, Norm Macdonald.
But it made me realize something about the David Letterman show. And it helped me because on the David Letterman show, like there's a joke going on, and David Letterman's in on the joke, and the studio audience is in on the joke, and Paul Schaefer from the band is in on the joke, and even the audience is in on the joke, and the joke is the guest, it's you. So as soon as I realized that, I started playing with Letterman and not doing material and going off script, you know, and try to keep up, but boy, it's hard.
How long did you guys date?
And one of the things that you did on Saturday Night Live was the Letterman impression.
I didn't want to do it in any way insulting, so I just tried to do an exact impression with no comment on it, you know what I mean? And then Letterman phoned me, and he said he was okay with it, you know.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so I felt better about that.
Go ahead, do it. Let me see it.
Well,
Come on, let me see it. Just a little.
I haven't seen this.
What is that?
Just a little.
Okay, so earlier in the channel, we were watching all of Norm on Letterman's appearances. Comment down below. Should we bring that back and keep going through that together? Because that was a fun time, man.
You know what I'm talking
What would
about.
that
Just let me see a little of it. Come on, Norm. Come on. You're ready on your little show, but you're not ready here. You got all week to get ready on your little show.
He hasn't been fired yet, I guess.
Why didn't they fire that?
Nice, there.
On Dave's show, or you told the public that you were no longer with Saturday Night Live.
I was booked on the Letterman show the next night, right? The next night.
If you say so, yeah.
Yeah. And so I said, oh, well, I may as well talk about.
You don't mind if I ask you a question?
What's that?
I hear this story, and there's like this press release that you get your ass fired. Is that true? No, you didn't get fired.
Yeah, they fired me.
No, they didn't fire you.
He was just fired up with anger and fury on your behalf at the pinheads at NBC.
Yeah.
I know Don Ohlmeyer, and just between you and me, he's an idiot.
Oh. Dave was much more upset about it than me. Because Dave wasn't under the influence of Xanax.
You're the damn...
That was pretty good, and that was just natural. Like, that wasn't even a joke. That was just like, Norm. What interview is that one? Who is that dude? Is that an interview I should watch?
quarterback, Norm. You're the one who punches it over the goal line for pay dirt. And normally this would be the time when we'd mention the show on Saturday night, but I'm so angry about this that I don't care about the show Saturday night, and neither should you.
There you go, David.
What did that mean to have Letterman at your back?
That was pretty.
Letterman was so
genuine,
kind
man.
to me.
I would take this as a great compliment to your wit and wisdom.
Yeah, that one thing about being fired was like a lot of cool guys I really loved, mostly Letterman, you know. He was my favorite guy ever. He jumped to my defense, which was really nice. But especially David Letterman, because he was the reason I got into stand-up, and he's the reason that I love comedy so much.
Yeah.
He was nice to me. He's taken me to dinner and stuff and talked. You know, he's kind of an odd duck. But,
He talks about that in his memoir.
Super smart and really, really funny. He talked to me, which I felt was nice, between commercials, which he never did with anyone else. And he was so funny and sweet to me and stuff. I always felt so close. I really felt like that they talk about father figures, that he was my father figure.
Helping out with
That's
the work
so
here
cool.
while Dave is getting better.
Yeah, well, that's the important thing, is that Dave gets better. He had a quintuple bypass, which kind of close to me, because my dad had a quintuple bypass.
Is that right?
Had the same
What?
surgery.
You know, we were...
And he lived like another 10 days after that.
Now you said
That's how you make a joke about death, bro. Oh my gosh, I don't know. He does it every
me
time.
when he came
dude.
out, and I appreciate it. He said, "Hey, nice to see you, man." And then you looked at me and he said, "You look great," but the look in your eye, I could tell you didn't mean it. Now, do I look bad? Do I look like I'm fading here?
No, I felt weird saying you look great always means like it sounds
Compared to being dead is what you were thinking, right?
David Letterman needed a Bette Midler moment that final week, and he got it from you.
That's what I was thinking. I had already appeared what I thought was my last time 4 weeks earlier, and I did panel, you know.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, sir.
Place goes crazy.
I miss that man, dude.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Have I been funny so far?
More than funny, my friend. All right. Norm,
Some sort of practical joke at this point.
I haven't seen.
So I thought that was my last one.
Norm, God bless you. I
Hey,
love
I'll
you.
miss
It's
you,
good to
baby.
see
This is
I'll
greatly done, dude.
And Mr. Letterman
So
phoned
good.
me and said that he would like me to be the last stand-up. Everybody was acting so cool about Letterman leaving, and I didn't think it was cool.
Oh.
I was saddened by it, you know, and because he just meant so much to me, not only personally in my career, but I just think he changed the whole culture and the way people speak and so forth. And I think he was a very, very important person in society. So I wanted to, first of all, do as funny a set as I possibly could, because I worked very, very hard on it. Anyways, listen, folks, this will be my last time on the David Letterman show, I understand. And then I remembered when I first ever saw him ever, which was at a Toronto television show called 90 Minutes Live, hosted by Peter Zosky, where the guests were Ricky Jay and David Letterman, and David Letterman did this joke, and I remembered the joke, and I loved the joke, and I told all my friends. So, on the show, I did the joke. It was hard to get through the joke. And then I hadn't planned this or anything, but I thought I'd say goodbye to David Letterman, because nobody else was doing it, you know? And I felt someone had to say goodbye to him, for goodness sakes. So yeah, then when I said goodbye to him, I got really sad.
The way he sometimes just says things like that are so simple but beautiful because they're just so honest. That's what like gets you. He didn't try to find some sort of fancy way to say how sad he was. He just said, "I was really sad." Like sometimes simpler words are better to describe what's going on.
Did Letterman say anything to you afterwards, after the show was over, or there was no discussion of it?
He whispered in my ear something that
you want to keep private.
Should keep private. But
He said something to you that was special toward you.
yeah, very special, very special.
I think you're very funny, Norm. I always enjoy your work, and I'm glad you're here. Nice to
Me
have you.
too, man. You're the funniest dude in the world.
No, I'm not. I'm just mediocre funny. But you're really funny, and you'll always have that. I'm just a dork. You know, Norm, what I like about you, you're actually funny. You know what I mean? You're just genuinely funny.
You're a nice
Everything
man.
you say is funny.
I love Norm, and my guess is, what I know of Norm is that he may not be working hard.
No.
But what he has is the same result as somebody who's worked hard.
Yes, yeah.
Which is, again, enviable, admirable. But God, he makes me laugh. And the delivery, the persona, and the material. It's
perfect.
Powerful, yes.
Do you watch this show?
No.
But do you watch your own show?
No, sir.
Well, you have, I've talked to people, I've watched it, and I've talked to other people who find it compelling. You can't take your eyes off. So
I don't know if we watched the whole Norm Macdonald live David Letterman episode. I don't think we have. That was a good time. Like, I was doing that for Patreon. Dude, I haven't been able to have the time to do an entire Norm Macdonald live episodes. It kind of sucks, man. But
imagine if
whatever it is you're making up, whatever qualities you're fabricating here, you yourself possess them. And you, we always worry a little about you because we regard you as the top of the heap, the best of the best, the funniest of the funny, the guy who has it in every fiber of his being, not conjured.
This is so, like, these moments that are put together here are fantastic. What's he gonna say, man?
In every fiber of his being, not conjured.
Netflix owns these, by the way, so
it's the real
copyright.
thing.
I'm pausing there. Sorry.
So you do it.
I just want to write. I just want to write books. But I'd like to watch you with a big desk, and it'd be black. Hey. And then Letterman came in for his own show and said Norm should do a talk show, you know. And then I said, well, Letterman knows everything. You know, I should go with him. Do you ever wish that maybe you were less smart? Maybe you're more.
I wish I was as smart as you.
Well, I'm not smart.
Oh, you're smarter than I am. I wish I.
No. Letterman's been of such
Dude,
help
there's so
to me
much
'cause he knows what I
respect.
can do and what I can't, you know. And so he gave me so much great advice for this show. And he said, just make it a conversation.
Where did this conversation occur?
Well, I phone him whenever I need advice, and he didn't realize how much I needed advice. You know who our boss is on this show? The great David Letterman. So Letterman's like the opposite. He's like, I don't want to be called executive producer. So every week he'd have like a funny title, like you go, I'm location scout, or, you know, I'm special counsel. You want to be special
Letterman loves you. Special counsel to Norm Macdonald.
Why did
Letterman
Egret just
loves
flip
you.
us
He
off
says
there?
you're the smartest comic that ever lived.
You guys see that? Look.
Counsel to Norm Macdonald.
I'm special counsel. You want to be special
Egret. Come on, bro.
Letterman loves you. Special counsel to Norm Macdonald. Letterman loves you. He says you're the smartest comic that ever lived and all that stuff.
He's really kind. Listen, I talked to Dave about everything, so so he's been amazing.
I would only do this for you. Honestly.
Really?
Yeah. I would only do this for you.
Dude, this is awesome.
That's sweet.
I'm tired of talking, Mark.
Okay, now it's going to turn into Norm show.
Then you do not deserve me during the bountiful harvest that will result. Nah, those things don't work out.
I'm not coming back, Norm.
No, Dave, no.
Would you? So you're the one who saw that.
I had to watch it.
He walked out of the show.
I love Norm. God, jeez.
What is my best or favorite moment professionally? I always wanted to be a stand-up comedian. My hero was David Letterman, and I got on the David Letterman show. That was what I always wanted, you know. The greatest moment I ever had was standing on the floor of Late Night with David Letterman at 12:30 p.m. and hearing a great
12:30
man
p.m.
behind me laughing.
Very funny, Norm. And thank you. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Norm Macdonald, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, that's such a cool moment, man. Is that it? That was awesome. Yo, Sola, man. Or whatever you are. Today's day and age, I don't know. Great stuff. That was a great compilation. Well, great tribute to like that relationship. That was awesome. I'm actually kind of getting emotional. That was freaking legit. I'm going through the comments here. Dude, okay, Sean Gilbert, this is the best tribute I have seen of Norm. Johnny, this is one of the most beautiful edited pieces I've ever seen on YouTube. I mean, if it's Norm, everything's beautiful, bro. And what's crazy is watching Norm get older and older and Letterman staying the same age. That was a good comment. Yeah, that's awesome. So cool to hear these little bits of just pure love coming from David Letterman towards Norm and the other way around. It was just so honest, and I love that. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Really appreciate you.